So they're gonna B1-0, and then Chovy's gonna like slam Victor.
Oh, it's a Yone game.
Like, oh, Sejuani, Yone.
Yeah, it feels like it's down those lines. Or he just played.
Oh.
Yeah. He is fresh off a nerf on this patch, but it wasn't exactly, you know, backbreaking. And I find it kind of crazy, right? Because I feel like TF is one of these champions that's just never going to be that good in solo queue anymore. Just you're allowed to say it now in the draft.
Okay, because
when the damage graphs come up, you're like, oh well, you know, I guess K'Sante is actually a damage.
So
champion.
let's the T1 draft I think is very straightforward. As well as owner as all. Faker.
Yeah, Canyon gonna pop on over. It doesn't. So only gonna be popping over now, looking for a little bit of an entry towards Chovy. We'll be able to find an angle. Let's see whether they can actually get a flash, but Canyon's gonna move on over. And now they get the gold card onto the Sejuani just to make sure that these red dots.
Because there won't be a fair card game, Atlas.
Yep. It's Channing Tatum. Absolutely. You didn't watch the most recent Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
I haven't yet.
He played, what's his face? Never mind, we've got a bit of an engage here towards the bottom side of the map. Ruler dashing on in, but Carrier gets himself out of there. We do have the feathers pulled back, but no one's going to get rooted. So I believe this will be a stalemate. Do get the concussive blows onto Owner, who takes a fair bit of damage, but everyone on Gen.G is looking a little worse for wear. I think now it's time to pull this one back. Okay, never mind. We are coming in for another engage. Canyon looking for a bit of an angle there, throws a rock around, but splash for it, which is often what you get going for those plays. It could have worked out as Flash does come on through. Chovy, yeah, I don't think you're killing Keen here. Like the amount of times we saw Keen. Okay, he's gone all out though, as now the Destiny coming towards the top side, and yeah, the Sejuani was here. Feels like
because he's been virtually unchanged, right?
Yeah,
for the longest time. So we do have Canyon just continuously trying, but. Maybe gets
oh, there's the Impale. Almost catches him max range. But
Jace to me is just one of those champions now that just kind of always is good. Like
oh, gonna get exhausted here as he does cleanse it. Carrier looks for the charm, but he gets the flash instead. It's glorious. Well, Destiny is not exactly kind to Doran here towards the top side of the map, as Keen's going all out, Chovy's going all in, and Doran is real dead. That is a kill going over to the Twisted Fate. We were talking about a kill worth of gold. Well, he has that now, as Flash is going to be invested here by Duro to get himself out of the way of the Emperor's Divide. But he's still moving forward. Ruler lit on fire here as Owner comes on over with a summoner spell that he didn't have at the beginning of the game.
Love that.
He doesn't want the dying spree. Not a dying spree, as that's a bit of a drive-by. It doesn't quite work here for Canyon, as Chovy does find a blue card. Not sure about that one, as Doran's going to be able to take down the Skana, and it's a disaster here for Gen.G as T1 even out the kills and well and truly strike back.
They're able to push in and bot. Bullying Keen up the turret as Chovy.
Yeah, this is a big deal if they can lock down this kill, and they got 3 people here. He wants to deal with the minions that are in position as he flashes away from his turret, and that is going to mean that he's dead. Cute little goal. Let's just see, as Gumayusi taking a lot of damage there, and in fact the culling comes on out here from Ruler. Owner going to be blocking that one, but Gumayusi is out of this fight now. Does have to eat the honey fruit.
Chovy as well. I think T1 is still going to look for the contest, and look, Faker making his way over.
Yeah, let's see whether the Pigeon can find the angle, as the Glacial Prison doesn't quite get there, as now Chovy gets the gold card onto Faker. And now for the rest of the fight, Canyon going down extraordinarily low. There's the jungler out of it. Emperor's Divide, not really finding it, but it pushes them out of the pit as Keen. He's gone all out, but he is, in fact, all out. Double knock up there from Carrier as well. Looking fantastic. Ruler frontlining doesn't want to, as he flashes to get out of the way, and that is Faker on the board with a kill onto Duro that he was looking for before. And Chovy not going to get hit by that grand entrance, but I still think he's in a bit of trouble here as Ruler wanting to try and catch them off guard, as another gold card is locked in. Wildcard's actually hitting all of them there, as somehow it's Faker that managed to just take down Ruler. Chovy will survive and T1 limp away.
Thus far, we are looking good. Yeah. Although Doran might be caught.
This is a really awkward position here as Canyon walks over the wall. They get the information here with the Destiny, as there is the Glacial Fissure, and the Emperor's Divide by Faker is glorious as they lock down Chovy. They'll also take the Skana as well, as Gumayusi in a little bit of trouble here as Keen manages to get one back, but it's only onto Doran. And T1 are now chasing down the remaining stragglers of Gen.G, and they do it so well with this composition. There's the culling. It doesn't really do too much of anything at all, as the Permafrost not going to connect onto Duro there, but he has to flash to get out of the way. And now
the team fighting of these two. Has been incredible.
Look for this as Ona comes on over, they clear out the wave, concussive blows, and nothing really happens here as
Still nice. There's that RFC, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Ruler trying to get himself out of here. Does manage to dash away. Holds onto the flash for the moment. 50% of his health is now missing.
Oof.
It's a tough one as T1 just continue this relentless pressure. Chovy has found a lane, but look at this. The poke onto Ruler is just kind of gigantic, and the rest of T1 just continuing to push forward. They'll take down this inner turret very comfortably with 4 members. And is trying to defend against Faker's push, but it is unrelenting. Does take a lot of damage here from the Keen Sante as the Emperor's Divide is going to have to be employed. That means that T1 do not have that if there is going to be a bit of a team fight. The Glacial Prison also was thrown out earlier on as Carrier looks for a bit of an angle here, gets the charm onto Chovy. So T1 not really hard committing as it's a fight for a Gromp, guys. There's the Destiny, and okay, Chovy thinks that this is maybe an angle. Shifting Sands does get Faker out of there, and remember, this is 3 items onto Chovy now. Maybe it's an opportunity, but you can see the culling just kind of hitting the air, and now T1, they can back away if they'd like to. Would they like a team fight? That is our question, but without the Emperor's Divide, perhaps they do not want it.
Well, Gen.G is slow playing this. Do have Doran probably looking for a base and immediately TPing back. There's a good amount of flank angles behind them.
Yep, there is a Mega Cone here as well for Chovy if you'd like to utilize it.
Oh, Doran.
Yep, there is the teleport in as Doran diving on top of Keen here as Chovy holding onto this gold card for such a long time. Carrier comes on over, and there is the all-out. It is going to be the secure on the Dragon with that unsealed spellbook from Duro as Canyon's just going to drive his way out as best he can. Down goes Doran as Gen.G, they slow down Carrier as well, and I don't think he's long for this world as the Ardent Blaze will be able to tag him, so he's not going to be executing himself just yet. And so Gen.G able to deny the soul and will also find themselves...
It's too much. But he did teach us that Gromp is important as Gen.G start up Nash.
Yeah, this is what they learned from T1. As
Nash.
They just start up the Baron. If you notice, Chovy finding an angle. Or did T1 find a Chovy? Chovy kind of knew that this was what was happening. He doesn't have an arm guard, so he's just dead. And now the quickness goes all over the rest of Gen.G. Can they find it? No, they cannot. The Emperor's Divide throws them into the mix. And now Ona trying to dash his way out. Ruler is doing a decent job, but Gumayusi just getting on in there. My God, he slaughters them. It's a triple kill for the Xayah, and T1 say, well, I guess we'll take a Baron.
There's a lot of history. It would have been fine.
Huh.
My only read is, like, I don't know. Like, because you know where everyone is. Yeah, it's not even like he TP.
Yeah.
You know where everyone is. Chovy just goes too deep. The response from T1 is, and this is the front to back. Look at this. We have Guma and Faker doing damage. Owner and Carrier at the front. Then a beautiful ult from him. And then Ruler actually does take down Carrier. Is trying to make it, and then Guma just flashes in. Does a really good job. Gets all the damage out.
I think Faker's disappointed that Chovy died. How many has it been? Because it was the 2 at MSI.
So it was both at MSI. They didn't face and go to MSI. I think round robin 2 was a 2-0. I think round robin 1 was incredible, but round robin 2 I remember being a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, it wasn't super hard.
Not this one, Atlas.
Not this time around as we move into our first ever round 3. So we get a zoom in on the gold.
That's how it goes.
It is something that they haven't quite managed to achieve just yet.
Need a Hail Mary here. Maybe a multi-man ult from Canyon. Otherwise, we go into game 3.
Oh, there's the Destiny to come in there as they found Canyon on the flank. He only gets Owner with the ulti. As now Gumayusi is in a little bit of trouble, but he's got the Featherstorm. He's buying so much time. And the Emperor's Divide to get him out of there as well. Ruler is the one that's down so low as they trade 80 carries. As now Keen dives in, but he cannot pick anyone up. And it's Doran finding his revenge. He'll also get cleansed. Everything is fine. And now Chovy and Duro versus the world as the teleport to get Chovy out of there will be interrupted by Ona. As Doran says, yeah, we are going to a game 3 and I'm going to take us there by destroying these Nexus turrets. And he's getting some revenge after being bullied earlier on. These health bars aren't going down as fast as they really wanted to as Chovy flashes out of the grand entrance. And we're just going to zoom in here on Doran booping down this Nexus with his hammer. Gets the gun out there as well just to show that it can transform. That was real cute. There's a demonstration of that 50 gold that I was talking about that is very, very important to bring us to game 3.
스턴 때리자.
우리 딜각 없어.
괜찮아. 우리 딜러 없어.
괜찮아. 거기 좀 봐봐.
위에 천천히
위에 잡았어.
가는 중. 위에 나쁘지 않아. 아래 봐줘 아래 싼데 아래 싼데
난 죽었어.
파트 맞을게. 팔찌 박았어.
할만하다.
아래 줘 아래 줘
나 팔찌.
나 미드 갈게. 미드 끝.
나 시끄러줄게 이거.
야집 끊어봐.
나
끊을 수 있냐? 끊긴 했어.
야 끝내봐. 버릴게.
달리 없어.
끝내봐.
달리 없어.
일단 빼봐 너.
일단 빼고 오른쪽으로 와봐
안 죽어도 돼.
나왔어
웬만하면 끝나겠다.
나
10초면 끝나.
끝나지.
10초면 끝나. 끝났어.
더블 주나.
나 전화 있어 하드 빠졌어 잡았어 여기 얘기했어
나이스.